And you don't see you television. You disappear.
No, sit down. Don't take it. Last minute. We all know that last minute. Yeah? Two things in the last minute. ไหนวันนี้ก็มีได้คำถามแล้วนะฮะไม่มีคำถามเหรอและเมธีก็อสุภะอสุภังเป็นยังไงเห็นไม่ปล่อยก็มีหนังสือของหลวงตานะมันก็ดูบ่อยๆนะดูทุกวันนะดูแล้วเอาภาพหนึ่งที่ชอบอยู่หรือไม่ชอบนะแล้วเอาหนึ่งนะแล้วก็ดู5 นาทีนะหลังจาก5 นาทีก็ลับตาแล้วดูภายในนะภาพอันนี้นะ
แต่เขาเห็นอยู่แล้วเขาถามหลวงพ่อไม่เป็นจ้ะค่ะเขาถามหลวงพ่อไม่เป็นจ้ะค่ะเขาเห็นอยู่เขาเห็นร่างกายเน่าเปื่อยอยู่จ้ะค่ะแต่เขาถามหลวงพ่อไม่เป็นจ้ะค่ะ
ถามไม่จะคำถามไม่มีเหรอ
เขาถามไม่เป็นเขาไม่เข้าใจถาม
ถามอะไรก็อะไรนะเวลาตายไปแล้วมันอะไรตายก่อนฮะดูละเอียดนะดูความตายนะมันจะอะไรออกก่อนนะจากร่างกายนี้เมื่อหัวใจมันหยุดนะแล้วมันจะอะไรเกิดอะไรขึ้นถามนะเรื่องวันเกิดก็ถามดูเรื่องอาหารก็ถามดูเวลาเข้าปากนั้นมันจะเป็นยังไงนะจะเปลี่ยนยังไงนี่มันคำถามนะและของเราเวลาถามอยู่นะมันอยากดูนะดูจะเกิดอะไรขึ้นเข้าใจไหมโอเคเนี่ยมันอสุภะอสุภังนะ นอกจากคำถามเรื่องชีวิตทั่วไปนะแล้วของเราเกิดมานะฝึกร่างกายนี่ก็มันเหนื่อยเหรอ18 ปีนะฮะชาติหน้าเอาอีกไหมฮะเราจะหาทางออกนะถามดูเองจะเอาอีกไหมฮะ L ฮะยอมฮะถามดูตัวเองนะจะเอาอีกไหมฮะเลยฝนฮะใจก็ต้องพยายามหน่อยนะอสุภะอสุภังนะที่สำคัญที่สุดเนาะ
อธิษฐานจิตให้เกิดได้
อธิษฐานฉันร่ำรวยฉันเลาะจะล้อให้เงินตกจากฟ้านะไม่
ทุกวันเหมือนวิปัสสนาจะได้เกิดได้
ก็วิปัสสนาก็ต้องฝึกนะช่วงแรกก็ถามเรื่องชีวิตของเรานะมันจะมีความสุขที่ไหนร่างกายก็ให้ความสุขที่ไหนฮะอยู่เขาก็เป็นทุกข์นะเมื่อกินข้าวก็ไม่ใช่สุขนะทำให้ทุกข์หายไปนะวิธีดับทุกข์นะกินข้าวนะวิธีดับทุกข์นอนก็เหมือนกันวิธีดับทุกข์ไปห้องส้วมแล้วก็วิธีดับทุกข์เหมือนกันฮะเนี่ยแต่มันไม่ใช่สุขนะและความสุขที่ไหนนะในร่างกายก็ไม่มีความสุขมีแต่วิธีดับทุกข์นะเนี่ยมันในใช้ก็มีความสุขบ้างนะ
ทุกข์จะมากกว่าสุขทุกข์ตลอด
ของเราเมื่อดูร่างกายเนี่ยของเราเข้าใจผิดอันหนึ่งนะของเราเข้าใจเวลาทุกข์ก็หายไปนี่เป็นความสุขแต่ไม่ใช่นะความสุขแท้จริงที่ของเราก็รู้อยู่ในสมาธินะส่วนเกิดในใจความสุขนี่นะแต่สำหรับร่างกายนี่เมื่อดูร่างกายอันเดียวนะเมื่อขันและเอาทายานะและขันก็หายไปแต่ไม่ใช่ความสุขนะและอยู่เขาเลยกินอิ่มนะก็มันไม่ใช่ความสุขนะเมื่อกินเกินไปก็เป็นทุกข์อีกนะ
พระเจ้าถึงบอกว่ามีแต่ทุกข์เป็นที่ตั้ง
ของเราเมื่อเห็นทุกข์จริงๆนะเห็นทุกข์ทุกวันมันจะต้องหาทางออกนะเพราะว่าของเรามันเบื่อทุกข์นะทุกคนก็เบื่อทุกข์ไม่อยากทุกข์นะมันความโกรธก็เป็นทุกข์เหมือนกันนะความหลงก็เป็นทุกข์เหมือนกันความโลภก็เป็นทุกข์เหมือนกันแต่ของเราก็ไม่อยากเห็นนะส่วนมากก็ไม่อยากเห็นของเราอยากเห็นได้สวยงามโอ้นี่สวยงามโอ้ดอกนี้นะโอ้สวยงามสวยและความสวยงามเกิดที่ไหนเกิดในใจและความน่าเกลียดเกิดในใจก็เหมือนกันต้องแก้ปัญหาในใจนี่ต้องเข้าใจอันนี้งั้นเมื่อไม่มีคำถามวันนี้ก็มันมีไหม
โยมมีคำถามว่า
โอเค
โยมจิตรวมตลอดเวลาเดินไม่ไปถึงตัวจิตรวมเดินไปตรงนั้นมันถึงจิตรวมตลอดเวลาเลย
จิตรวมเหรอ
ใช่ตลอดเวลาที่ถ้าเราให้ย่างก้าวเดินตักเดินมันจะเป็นรวมไปเลย
รวมแบบไหนนะมันจะมีอะไร
มันสั่งอยากให้เรานั่งสมาธิทันทีเลยอย่างนี้
แต่มันไม่ใช่ก็เป็นเรียกว่าสมาธิแต่ยังไม่ได้รวมแล้วก็นั่งสมาธิเวลานั่งสมาธิก็เป็นยังไง
มันดีขึ้นมากแต่ว่ามันจะใช้เวลาไม่นานชั่วโมงอย่างมากชั่วโมง20 นาทีจิตจะถอน
ออกมา
ใช่จิตจะถอนออกมาถ้าเรานั่งต่อมันจะออกนอกเรื่องไปทีนี้เราก็ต้องแผ่เมตตาแล้วก็สำรวจกายพิจารณากายก็ลุกมาเดินแล้วกลับไปนั่งใหม่
มันก็ช่วงแรกก็ทำแบบนี้นะอันอื่นก็ดูนะทำไมมันชิดจะออกนะเมื่อเข้าสู่สมาธิปกตินะเมื่อออกจากสมาธินะเมื่อเป็นสมาธิจริงนะมันชิดไม่อยากคิดนะยอมฝนนะใช่ไหมจิตไม่อยากคิดจริงๆนะ
บางครั้งเราคิดว่าพิจารณากายหน่อยมันก็นึกไม่ออกว่ามันเป็นยังไงมันอยากอยู่แต่แบบสบายๆ
แต่เนี่ยมันต้องบังคับนะเรื่องนี้ก็ต้องบังคับนะดูก่อนจิตมันจะออกนะมันจะเกิดอะไรขึ้นในใจ
ก่อนที่จิตจะออกมีอาการของการ
ก็1 ชั่วโมง20 นาทีก็อยู่ในสมาธิก็ไม่มีความคิดใช่ไหมไม่มีความจำขึ้นมานะแล้วมันอยู่ในจิตไหม
มันอยู่ข้างใน
อยู่ข้างในนะและดูนะมันจะอะไรเกิดขึ้นนะเพราะว่านี่ที่เกิดขึ้นแรกนะบอกว่านั้นมันจิตจะอยากไปไหนและนี่ก็เมื่อจับอันนี้ได้นะมันจับได้ด้วยนะเพราะว่าของเราต่อไปไม่สนแล้วมันจะอยู่ต่อไปอาจจะมีทุกขเวทนาขึ้นมาและของเรายังไม่เห็น
จิตก็เลยออก
มันจิตก็ออกนะเพราะว่ามีเวทนาแปลกๆนะเวทนาที่ของเราไม่ชอบขึ้นมานะและจิตจะออกนะต้องตัวละเอียดนะตั้งใจก่อนนะก่อนนั่งสมาธิตั้งใจนะเดี๋ยวจะอยากดูจริงๆนะมันจะออกมาทำไมก็มีสาเหตุต้องมีสาเหตุนะนี่ทำให้เราสนใจนะแล้วเมื่อสนใจนะมันยาวไปเลยนะมันเข้าสู่สมาธิยาวนะ2 ชั่วโมง3 ชั่วโมงก็ไม่อยากออกนะโอเคเข้าใจอันนี้ก็ไม่มีปัญหาไม่มีคำถามนะก็กลับกุฏิก็ได้นะวันนี้ก็ไม่เทศอะไรมากนะเมื่อวันก็เทศยาวเนอะนะและอย่าลืมอสุภะนะถามก่อนเข้าสู่สมาธิเราทำอสุภะนะก็เรียกความคิดขึ้นมานะแล้วอยากถามอะไรเข้าใจไหมถามเรื่องอยากเห็นความตายจริงๆนะมันจะอะไรออกนะลมหายใจจะออกเวลาหัวใจมันหยุดมันจะอะไรจะออกนะอยากเห็นนะอยากเห็นศพเผาศพแล้วเห็นจะเกิดอะไรขึ้นนะนี่ต้องถามตัวเองต้องถามจิตนะเพราะว่าจิตก็รู้แล้ว ของเราตายไม่กี่ครั้งกี่หนนะจิตก็รู้ดีนะเมื่อถามจิตนะเวลาอยู่ในสมาธิจิตมันจะออกภาพเองนะเข้าใจนะ
เขาจะมาเล่าให้ฟังบ่อย
ฮะ
เขาจะเล่าให้ฟังบ่อยว่าเขาจะเห็นนู่นเห็นนี่บ่อยเห็นร่างเขาเปื่อยออก
มันออก
มันเปื่อยมันเน่าเขาจะมาเล่าให้ฟังแต่ก็ถามหลวงพ่อไม่เป็นจ้ะ
ก็ต้องถามนะต้องมีคำถามเมื่อเห็นนะเมื่อป่วยออกนะและเมื่อป่วยออกนะมันจะถึงกลับนะจะเป็นมนุษย์อีกนะและป่วยหลงนะไม่เห็นว่ามันละลายหมดนะนี่เดี๋ยวนี้เอาของมาแล้วเอาเป็นมนุษย์อีกนะเนี่ยมันน่าสนใจนะมันตัดมือและวางที่นี่แหละตัดมือเนี่ยก็วางที่นี่วางทุกส่วนที่นี่นะก็เราก็ไม่มีสุดท้ายก็เราก็ไม่มีนะแล้วจับมือนะแล้วใส่นี่นะจับมือนี่ใส่แขนใส่ขาใส่นี่ใส่โน้ตอุ๊บแล้วออกอีกและเข้าไปแล้วออกอีกและเข้าไปถึงเข้าใจนะร่างกายกับจิตใจก็ไม่อันเดียวกันเพราะว่าจิตใจก็กำลังทำอยู่นะ
มันจะออกไปเป็นธาตุหรือเปล่า
ก็ออกเป็นธาตุเลยนะออกเป็นธาตุแขนก็ธาตุนิ้วก็ธาตุมือก็ทำละเอียดก็ไม่ละเอียดก็ไม่เป็นไรนะ
พอเขาเดินจงกรมเสร็จก็มานั่งแล้วก็
ก่อนหลวงพ่อก็ทำนะทางจงกรมนะเวลาเดินทางจงกรมตัดมือทิ้งเลยตัดมือทิ้งเลยตัดแขนทิ้งเลยสุดท้ายก็เห็นแต่นะมันมีแต่ธาตุขันธ์นะและเมื่อไม่มีถาดขั้นแล้วนะที่เดินอยู่นะนั้นจะเอานี่ถาดนี่เอานี่นะผสมกันและหลังจากนี้จะออกอีกนะถึงเห็นนะมันชิดกับร่างกายก็มันไม่อันเดียวกันโอเคเข้าใจแล้วโอเคกลับไปได้แล้วEmily understood Any one of you understood? Probably Tan Rich and Tan Alex, Tan Alex, how is this working? I mean, how often did I tell you to do this kind of exercise? And have you gotten any results of it already? This move a little bit over there. Warren, do you know this exercise? Yeah, I mean, I talk quite a bit. I haven't mentioned it for a while, for a few years. Yeah, I mean the exercise. You sit down, or you walk chongkrom. It doesn't matter. You sit down. You close your eyes. And then you cut off. Bit by bit of the body, and put it out in front of you. You can put it orderly or just throw it on a heap until all the parts are out of the. All the body parts are there for you to see with your inner eyes, and then look, I mean, the moment all of the body parts, I mean, what can happen then is that the Citta that still sits here, and does the work, I mean, cuts itself loose from the parts of the body, But it takes maybe 100 exercises, 1,000 exercises, 1,000,000 exercises. I mean, until you see, I mean, then there will be a clear cut, So you put them out and then you put them on, And the moment you put them on, suddenly the eye appears, Before, when all the body parts are there is no sense of me or mine or I, you the body parts, and then you put them back, and then the sense of I appears, then you put them out, and the sense of I disappears, then you put them up until it is really clear cut, And you can do it. I mean, I was doing it on Chongkrom when I walked up, I mean, I cut off these things, and just put them at the side of the Chongkrom, And then I came back, until all the parts are there, loosely, It was so much fun, actually. And then you put it back on, and then you throw it again out, and then you put it back on until there's a clear cut. Then you know you are not the body. But this, I mean, when it disappears, for some people it disappears maybe after 10 times. For other people, and they have to do it 100 times or 1,000 times or 1,000,000 times. And that is the important thing. That is, to understand that the body and the citta are two different things. And that is important for the entering the Sotapanna, for entering the stream. This is the most important thing. The other thing, we already do. I mean, when we are here, we hopefully have no doubts. The first fetter is doubt. Doubt that there's heaven, doubt that there's hell, doubt that there is, that there are beings in heaven and beings in earth, doubt that there is karma, that there is good karma and bad karma, and there are results of good and bad karma. That is the first fetter. The second fetter. What was it? The second fetter is to keep the 5 precepts, or you keep the 8 precepts, I mean, so you keep them, and you don't even bother about it anymore, And the third one, that is the most difficult one, is the identification. For most of the Westerners, the first one is the most difficult. I mean, they don't believe in heaven, I mean, this is the Catholic Church, they're telling us, there's eternal hell and there's eternal heaven, I mean, we don't believe this thing. And we don't believe, until you actually see devas, then you might believe that there are beings in heaven, or you see ghosts, and then you believe, there are ghosts, or there are demons, Once you see them, once you encounter them, then you will believe it, But most of the Westerners don't believe it, there are no ghosts, Of course there are ghosts, There are so many ghost stories, Especially, I mean, also in Germany, but, in Germany and in England, I mean, all these haunted, castles, where they kill their wives or where they kill their husbands, and they all linger around, full of hate. Now, this is for most of the Westerners, this is the most difficult part. They don't believe, and they don't believe in karma, and they don't believe in rebirth, And I mean, that is the end of the matter. Then we don't even need to, Then we don't even need to train. If you don't believe in rebirth, I mean, just take what you want, If you have enough strength, somebody stronger than you, he takes it from you. But our society doesn't live this way, We do have laws, and we protect the weaker ones. So I mean, if you don't believe, if you don't believe in rebirth, I mean, you will never be able to, or you will never be interested in going the path to find a way out of samsara. The cycle of birth and death, or like I call it, the hamster wheel, because this is so obvious. I mean, hamster wheel, I mean, he runs around and runs around forever. And he always thinks he's going somewhere. And we are running in the samsara around forever, in the 31 realms of existence. Most of us, only in 3 realms of existence. in the human realm, in the hell realm, in the ghost realm. That's where most of us, run around. Only few, going into the heavenly realms, or in the other realms. But some of them also go into the animal realms. All these hunters, and the butchers, they will go into the animal realms. And to get out of the animal realm, what did the Lord Buddha say? Oh, it's so difficult to get out of the animal realm. What is 100 years? I mean, in the big ocean, there's one lifesaver, and the turtle every 100 years, it comes up. When is it going to hit the ring? Don't do any harm to any animals. You don't want to end up in this realm. And that is so. The first fetter of doubt. The second fetter is not keeping the precept, and the third fetter is, I mean, this is a really good exercise, to cut down, on the identification with the body. I mean, you still can love the body afterwards, I mean, lots of people, Sotapanna still loves the body, I mean, he can marry, he can have sex, and whatever, yeah? I mean, he can have at most 7 more lives as a human being, enjoy, whatever he wants to enjoy. I mean, it is like, we like our car, I mean, we love the car, I mean, we want another car and another car until we really, I mean, what is the nuisance? Always bringing it to the gas station, constantly repairing it, and then when it is gone, we have to buy a new one, and so on, constantly working for the car, yeah? Huh? Lots of people do that, yeah? Working for their car, yeah? Nice car, polish it up, and put a nice stereo inside, and so on, and spoiler, and this and that, and paint it beautifully, And that is the same thing what we do with this body, yeah? That's why I find it's such a good simile, to the body, the car, yeah? It needs a driver, every car needs a driver, otherwise it doesn't go anywhere. And this body needs the Citta, to be able to drive that body, to move that body. Yeah? Even, it needs, for thinking, that this brain can think or this brain can memorize. I mean, it needs a Citta for it. Yeah? The brain doesn't automatically work. Yeah? And then we see that in samadhi, it doesn't work, I mean, nothing works there, yeah? When we really rest down in samadhi, nothing works, yeah? The body just is there, just like a car, that you parked somewhere 10 kilometers away, and whatever it does, you don't even know whatever happens there, yeah? That is when we enter samadhi, I mean, the body is completely, it is completely gone, yeah? It's somewhere else, yeah? And then we come back to the car, enter the car and like it again, yeah? And this is something that we really have to understand, that the Citta and the body are not one and the same thing, yeah? And then we can enter, and if we have the power of entering Anapanasati, then we can enter the stream. The Anapanasati is very similar to the, what is it called, to the Magga, yeah, to the path moment. Yeah? In the path moment, you see Nibbana, and in Anapanasati, I mean, it is a preview of Nibbana. Yeah? It is very similar, but it is not the same. Yeah? So we need good concentration in order to enter, yeah? To enter the stream. But we need to cut down the fetters, before, so that they are, just a little bit, and then when we enter Magga, they are cut off forever. That is a nice thing. Forever and ever. Yeah. Okay, so now comes your question. So don't forget, also the monks, don't forget this exercise, it is really helpful. Yeah. I mean, you can also do a super, I mean, it is also, it's also distinguished between the body and the Citta, yeah. But, if you want to enter the stream, I mean, this is quite a helpful exercise. Yeah. So, are there any questions? You? No? Or? No? The monks? No. Yes?
In our tradition, we have quite a lot of tools to deal with greed and wanting, I feel like.
Yeah.
The tangas and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe explain or elaborate some tools for dealing with dosa, like with hate and aversion and like.
Was it in Thai or was it in English that I talked about how to deal? Probably it was in Thai. How to deal with dosa, I mean with anger. Yeah? I mean anger comes up. Yeah. So before we deal with anger, we need to deal with pain. Yeah. We sharpen our knife of wisdom with the investigation of pain. What is pain? I mean, to feel the pain, to really inhale the pain, yeah, and to feel it, to feel the whole body, yeah, the whole body of pain. This is something where we can sharpen our knife, yeah? Because if we cannot accept pain, We cannot accept any kind of stronger feeling like greed or like hate. Yeah? We need to be able, any kind of feeling, we need to be able to accept it, to inhale it, and to feel it in every inch, in every part of the body. Yeah? And to see for what it is. Yeah? And that means we're completely accepting it. To see, anger, this boiling up anger. Yeah? So when we come out of, when we are good, investigating, painful feeling, we don't have to go to the end, but we have to be quite proficient, dealing with really strong pain. Yeah? Being able to accept the strong pain, and just ask the right question. Where is the pain? What is the pain? Is it anicca? Is it anatta, dukkha? Yeah? And where is it going? Where is it coming from? Is it in the flesh? Is it in the skin? Is it in the tendons? Is it in the muscles? Is it in the bones? Where exactly is it? We really want to know. Yeah. Most of us, just want to get rid of pain, and that's why they investigate a little bit, and then the pain disappears in the beginning, so they're happy, and then the next time the pain comes, why is the pain not going away? And that is not the right. That is not the right attitude towards investigation of pain. Yeah? We have to love pain. Yeah? And then, if you have problems, if you have problem with situation where this dosa comes up, where this anger comes up, when we come out of samadhi, then we pick this situation, and then we see instantly, this anger comes up. Yeah? And then we do the same thing with this anger. First, we inhale it, we feel it, for a few minutes, really feel it, yeah. And then ask ourselves, then we go back, then we track back, yeah. What is it? What is it? Yeah. Where is it really? Where is it coming from? Yeah? Because if I have another thought, then I exchange it and have another thought. Yeah? I have another thought about a nice situation that everybody had it. Yeah, a nice situation. Yeah, and then this anger is gone. Yeah, it is replaced by something, for longing, for we belong for, yeah? And then we bring the situation back. Yeah? We have to really understand, where this anger is rooted into, yeah? What kind of thought, and then we examine this thought, yeah? Well, what is it, what is it, what is so wrong with this, if somebody behaves, if the rain drops, are we getting angry? Most of us not. If they didn't plan a party, a barbecue, then they might get angry about the rain. But normally we are not, If things are happening, we are not getting angry. So what is it behind the thought? Was it, yeah? And most of the time we can find it in one of our wrong views, yeah? We have a wrong view about a situation. We have a wrong view about a person. Yeah, we have a wrong view. How things are supposed to be. Yeah, and that holds true for especially German people. They have a lot of wrong views. Yeah? They like things very orderly, and if somebody sits next to them and is not orderly, anger comes up. Yeah. German speaking, so the Swiss are included in that. And the Dutch also. They are not German speaking. Oh, the Dutch can get very angry. If something, something is not working out, yeah? So this is the way. And then we investigate it. Is it right view? Yeah? What is it? What is the problem that I have with this? Yeah? Huh? I can only correct the things that are within my heart. I cannot correct other people. But, and then let's go one step further. Yeah? Whatever I see in the other person is within me. And then I start to look. Yeah? And this kind of looking is very difficult. Yeah? Because, the Kilesa say, no, I'm not like this. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not like this. Yes, you are. Yeah? You really have to contact it. Yeah? Until it doesn't have any more power, and then you start to see it. You are just the same, you just see the fault, that you don't like in other people, yeah? But you don't want to admit it, that it is within you. Yeah? Because if you don't have this fault, you cannot get angry. This is something you really have to realize. Yeah? If you see a fault in a person, yeah, and you used to have it before, you have matter with this person. Because you know how much suffering he goes through, yeah, because of this fault or this wrong behavior. Yeah? It is impossible that you are angry. Yeah? If you get angry, you have this, if it is according to, if it is attached to a person, then it is something that we see, that we have it in ourselves. Yeah? And the problem is we don't want to admit it. Yeah? For myself, sometimes I work 3 weeks on this, yeah, to be able, no, I don't want to give it, yeah. I must see it, I must have it, huh? Until I could see it, yeah. But if you give up and say, yes, I don't have it, that's the end of, and the anger will still reside it, the trigger point, that the check in the box will still be in your heart, yeah? And whenever you see a situation like this, somebody, pushed on the check in the box and the check comes out, yeah? This is something, you really have to understand, yeah? See the other people, see the people, as the mirror of yourself, yeah? Whatever I don't like about them, that is within me. Maybe it is not that strong, yeah? I've done it so often. There are so many, and it is always with wrong views, yeah? Always connected to wrong views, always connected to wrong thinking, yeah? And always connected to things that I did not want to admit to myself, yeah? And if we go along this, then this community, or the lay people who come in the morning are the best, are the best place, for us to work. Huh? Because we see so many things, and, even if it's slight anger that comes up, yeah? We see it, and we should value it. Because somebody shows us, our problems, yeah? We shouldn't just, push out, and go against it, yeah? No, we should really look in ourselves. Yeah? Okay?
So following on from that, delusion is sort of false equanimity or unknowingness, like not really willing to look at it. How do we overcome that?
That's where we have to force it to look at it. Yeah? Yeah. We have to bring up the situation, until it becomes clearer and clearer and clearer. Yeah? It is like some people don't want to see dukkha. Yeah? So they always, look at something, oh, it's so nice. The shit is right in front of us, but they don't want to look at it, They see it in blurry, but there's such a nice big flower. Oh, it smells so nice. Huh? So we have to force it, just like we do with when we force the Citta back to the Buddha, we force it back to the situation, yeah? And don't expect it that you instantly see it clearly. Yeah? From my own experience, it can take weeks or it take months, until you can see it clearly. Yeah? One thing that was very deep rooted, took me nearly a year, to get down to it. Yeah? So we have to have patience, and we always have to bring it up. Yeah? When we know this is a problem where we can't see clearly, we have to bring it up again. Yeah? But only bring it up when you come out of samadhi, when your mind is calm, when your mind is sharp. Yeah? Don't just think about it, because that doesn't help. Are there some other questions?
Just another one.
Yeah.
So the other one, it's about Anapanasati. While meditating, my mental object is the breath, and after some time, the breath becomes so subtle that I'm not able to watch it, the incoming or outgoing breath. Please guide me on this.
How often? Our interest is gone in the breath. That's why, the breath becomes subtle. And the problem when the breath becomes subtle and we did not develop the sati, did not develop the knowingness about the breath, then it is very difficult to grasp the breath. Yeah? We have to rely on the knowingness of the breath, because then the knowingness, the breath becomes subtle, the feeling of the breath becomes subtle, but at the same time the knowingness of the breath becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. Yeah? So it is, the problem that he has, he does not foster the knowingness of the breath. Yeah? He has to foster it. And in the beginning he might have to use some thoughts about it, about the breath. Okay, this is the in-breath, this is the out-breath, this is a long in-breath, this is a loud, this is a long out-breath, the in-breath is longer. He has to foster it by getting these thoughts in order to get to the knowingness. Yeah? That is the only way. Most of the people just go on the breath, and the breath becomes so subtle that they can't feel it anymore, and then the citta goes anywhere. Yeah? Because they do not foster the knowingness, and the knowingness is sati. Yeah? And as I said so many times, sati is important. It is one part of our powerful weapons that we need to develop. The other one is panya. Sati panya can eliminate everything. Yeah? Sati is in being able to focus and know things about it, and panya is being able to ask the right question to pierce through, to pierce through the delusion that we have about the object. Yeah? But the sati, holds the object, and knows everything what is going on about this object. Yeah? And panya asks the question and try to pierce through, and then the sati will know what is going on there. Yeah? Understand? Okay. So leave it for today. Yeah. If there are no more other questions, yeah. Who is coming?
Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow. There's another problem. But, it takes two people, 10 minutes. Yeah?
Tomorrow
We have some strong people there. Yeah?
Yeah.